Hey y'all, it's Lindsay. I'm back with another video, and for today I have a very special guest. This is my boyfriend Justin. Say hi.
Hi.
So basically what we're going to be doing is answering a bunch of questions that you guys asked us on Instagram a very long time ago. Like months ago. Like I think the first one we posted was like in December or January.
I think so. No, I think it was in January.
And we haven't answered them yet. I apologize. But before we met, he didn't know like anything about diabetes at all. He told me one time to take more insulin when I was low. But he's learned, and now he's very sweet, and he knows all about it. So we're going to discuss knowledge today with your guys' questions. So with all that being said, let's just jump into the video. So the very first question is, how do you react to her when she rants? And I think she's talking about like diabetes wise, and like how do you react when you don't necessarily get it 100%?
I just kind of sit there and listen. If I don't get it, I'll ask her to explain it, but most of the time when she rants, I just sit there and listen.
Really good at listening. You're like my human diary. He really is. He knows a lot of things about a lot of things about like me. So yeah, he just like listens and stuff, which
I'm a good listener.
A boyfriend should listen, but especially when it comes to like diabetes. And like when I like rant about stuff, if like my blood sugar's high and it's like 2 in the morning, you sit up with me. So like he's not just like, peace out, I'm going to bed. He like wakes up. So question number 2, how do you handle her mood swings for highs and lows? And is it worse during her time of the month?
Yes.
Yes to what?
I know when she's high and I know when she's low. So when she's high, she gets really hyper. When she's low, she gets really tired. And when it's that time of the month, she gets like extremely hyper.
We're extremely tired.
Yeah, we're
it's like tired. Polar opposites. Like if I'm high, I'm like all the way up here, and if I'm low, I'm like 6 feet under. Tired and emotional, really. I'm just an emotional person. But question number 3 is, can you go through how he first found out you had type 1 and ask him how it made him feel? Also, how did he learn about type 1? Does he help you with highs and lows, site changes and stuff, or do you all keep that to yourselves?
That's like a question for both of us.
Okay.
So you answer the first part.
So when we first started like talking, I guess, I'm the kind of person where like I'm super upfront about it. So I'm like, hey, I'm diabetic. Just so you know, this involves like needles and blood and all of that stuff. And most of the time like they ask, like he asked a bunch of questions, so I was just like upfront, like we had been talking for like a week, and we had been talking for like 2 days when I told you, because like I'm the kind of person where like if I want to like get to know you to like eventually hopefully date you, like I want you to know about my diabetes. So like he knew about it like right away. And how did it make you feel when I first told you I had diabetes?
I mean, it didn't like shock me in a sense. Like I wasn't taken back like, oh wow, she has diabetes. Like I was like, okay.
Like what was your thought process? Were you like panicking? Were you like, oh my gosh, what is that?
I was more curious than anything. I was like, I wonder, because I didn't know. I knew what type 2 was. I didn't really know what type 1 was.
I feel like everyone knows what type 2 is.
But like I didn't really know exactly what all was involved
with diabetes.
Yeah. So I was just kind of curious.
How did you learn about my diabetes? Did you like Google anything, or did I just like tell you everything you needed to know?
She told me everything that I needed to know.
Yeah, because I remember like when you did say, oh, take more insulin, you're low. I was like, no, when I'm low, I need to eat something. When I'm high, I need insulin. From then on, he understood, and like he didn't get that wrong. Although that was like a couple months into like us dating, so. Do you help me with highs and lows?
I hope so.
Well, no, like, I guess it's more like, do you bring me like snacks when I'm low? Do you like tell me when you think I'm high? Like all that stuff. I
mean, I've bought you snacks before when you were low.
Yeah, and in Turks you bought me juice.
Yeah.
I'd get low and he'd go get my meter and juice. The next question says, how do you, see a lot of these are about like mood swings and stuff. So like when I'm high or low, like how do you deal with my mood swings? I have mood swings a lot. I'm a very emotional person.
When you're high, it gets kind of difficult because I'm not really a high energy person.
No.
But I just kind of sit there and let it
Take its course.
Let it take its course, and then she goes and gives insulin and calms down, or starts to.
Okay, so the next question says, I love the way he started this question, by the way. He said, Mr. Boyfriend, exclamation point. How do you prep when you're around your girlfriend? Are you aware of the signs of problematic highs and lows? Do you treat her differently as in telling her she shouldn't eat certain things because she's diabetic? Do you educate yourself further in understanding the disease? We already answered the disease one. Yes, he knows. I feel like you know like almost everything about diabetes at this point.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
What was the rest of that? Long question.
Do you prep when you're around me? So basically, like, are you aware of like the signs of like highs and lows, and are you aware of like the problems that prolonged high blood sugars can have?
I mean, I know what it can do when you're at certain points for too long.
What can it do? Pop quiz time.
Don't you get like kind of sweaty when you're high for really long?
So when I'm low, I think it means like health issues, like health issue wise, like it can cause kidney damage.
Oh yeah,
like,
and you lose
all that stuff. Yeah, but like when I'm really low for a while, like I get sweaty. So like when I'm low, I get sweaty. Nothing really changes when I'm high. I feel like I just get like hyper and thirsty. And you've never ever told me I can't eat something. Ever. I don't think I would let him.
I told you you should go eat something when you're low.
Well, yeah, and you'll like he's really good about being like, if we go out to get like ice cream, he'll be like, make sure you give insulin because I forget about it.
I'm typically the one that reminds her to give insulin after she eats something.
He really is. Was it hard to start dating me? Did you find it at all weird or turned off by my diabetes?
No.
So like, was it weird dating me at first?
No.
And did you find it as a turn off?
No.
Okay. To the point, I like it. What was your reaction when she told you she had diabetes?
Kind of answered that question already.
I know, but like, what was your like if you think back to it, were you really just like, oh okay, or were you like, see, because like me personally, I feel like if I were in your shoes, I'd probably kind of panic a little bit.
Why?
Because like it's a chronic illness. Like I live with this daily, and like you've never dealt with it before.
Life's full of challenges.
Very true. That's just your perspective. Like that's just the difference in our personality.
I'm a very open-minded person.
I'm not. When you found out I had type 1 diabetes, did you have a clue what it was?
No.
So you knew about type 2?
I knew what type 2 was. I had no idea what type 1 was.
Did you think they were the same?
Yes.
Really?
I did, a little bit.
Oh,
I thought like the type 1 was a variation of type 2.
No, they're like completely different. I mean, like they're kind of different, but they're kind of like the similar. Like I don't know. I have type 1, not type 2. I don't know. Do you know how to change my pump site? And do you know how to use a glucagon and what it is?
I know how to change your dexcom site. I don't think I've ever attempted to change your...
You've never changed my dexcom site. All he's done, he's pinched my arm up. But if you guys want to see a video of him putting in my dexcom, drop a like. If this video gets 50 likes, you'll put in my dexcom. Okay? Okay. Challenge accepted. Do you know what a glucagon is?
Vaguely.
What is it? Like in your mind, like when you hear that, what do you think?
Like if you're really high. No, if you're really low.
Yeah.
Bam, glucose, you start going up.
So I don't have one with me.
Glucose is sugar.
I didn't bring one out. But there's like a little vial of like powder, and there's a syringe with like gel in it almost. And you have to put the gel into like the vial and shake it up, and then draw it all out, and you like jam it into my leg, and it'll start raising my blood sugar. So like if I were to ever pass out, that's what you would do. Obviously you would call 911 first.
Well, yeah.
Or call 911 while you're doing that. But if I go extremely low, you give me the glucose and it raises my blood sugar.
Sounds good.
Do you know what to do if I passed out? We just kind of talked about this.
Yeah. Call 911, hit you with the glucagon, and then just kind of sit there and wait.
Do you know anything else you could do if I didn't have a glucagon?
Put like sugar or something like on your tongue or like under your tongue.
Or honey.
Or honey.
Because if you put it under your tongue, I can't choke on it, and it'll be absorbed through my body quicker. Yeah, there. Okay, so like the rest of these questions, like some of them are diabetes related. What? Okay, so some of these questions are diabetes related, and then some of them aren't. These are like the rest of them off of the second post we did asking for questions. So this one says, what has been the hardest thing in your all's relationship, including diabetes? Like, has there been like one time where like our relationship's been hard because of diabetes?
Only the nights that you're really high or really low and I stay up with you.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
I think the latest I've ever stayed up with you until like 3 a.m. or something like that.
2:30 or 3, yeah. I was up till 2. This is just a general relationship question. So it says, were you all friends before you started dating?
No.
Not really.
I had no idea she existed.
We kind of met each other with the intentions, I think, of dating, if that makes sense. Like, wouldn't you say? Like,
yeah, I'd say
we didn't start talking as friends. Like, we started talking and we both knew that like we were interested in each other. Like, when we started talking, like I had the intentions of talking to you to know you, to date you.
So did I.
So like I wasn't like, hey, he's cute, let's be best friends. I was like, hey, he's cute, I want to date him. So like we talked for like 2.5 months before we started dating, but he was gone for a month of that, so
yeah,
we kind of didn't have a choice. Do you have any friends or family members that have type 2?
No.
I do. Both of my grandfathers have low cases of type 2. My great uncle has type 2, and my uncle has type 2, but his is under control now because he's lost weight and he eats better. How do you feel about giving injections in public? And then she said, with me, I just do it. People stare, but I don't care. Do you go into the bathroom or just do it? P.S. I love your videos. Thank you so much. If I'm at dinner, I will just give myself insulin. I don't care. I'm just kind of like, if you find it weird, don't look. If you're freaked out by needles, don't look. Like, I'm gonna do what I have to do to take care of myself. Now, obviously, if I'm wearing long sleeves and like a dress, I'm not gonna like pull my dress up to give myself insulin in my stomach. Like, I would go to the bathroom. But typically, I just do it like at the dinner table. Like, we went out to dinner last night. We were sitting in a booth and I just gave myself insulin right there. I just don't care at this point. I've had it for so long.
Say can confirm.
He knows I'm not lying about this. So this is just a general question again. It says, what kind of work do you both do? What is your favorite restaurant you like to eat, and any siblings? So I have an older brother. He is 23, almost 4.
And I have no siblings at all.
I work at a local pharmacy just like as a clerk, but I've worked as a CNA for 2 years before that, and then before that, I worked at Kroger.
I work at my dad's hotel. Or not like my dad's hotel, but the hotel that my dad works
at. He sets up like events and stuff.
Yeah.
And then our favorite restaurant to eat at. So do you...
Ours together?
Let's answer ours together and then individually. So we're gonna say the first like restaurant that we think is our favorite together.
Italian restaurant.
Yeah, there's like a local Italian restaurant that we went to on our first date, and that's like our favorite restaurant to go to. We kind of started branching off of that because we ate there a lot.
That's why I took her on our first date.
Our first date, and then our 6 month?
3 month.
3 month. We celebrated 3 months, guys. So what's your like favorite restaurant?
B-dubs.
You're going there tomorrow night.
I am going there tomorrow night.
I don't know. Like, this is such a hard question for me. Probably there's like a really good like taco place that like me and all of my friends go to all the time. Like my mom would be like, are you and Alex going to lunch? And we're like, yeah. She's like, where are you going? And I tell her, and she's like, oh, I'm not even surprised. So there's that restaurant.
You ever can't find her 9 times out of 10.
I'm at that restaurant. And then Bojangles, it's fast food, but I'm sorry, I love Bojangles. It is so good.
Bojangles is very good.
It is so good.
I don't eat it often, but it's good.
Do you have any tattoos, and thoughts on tattoos and diabetes?
Oh boy.
Do you have tattoos?
No.
I don't have any either. I have no intention of getting any. I'm not going to get like a diabetic tattoo. I have sensitive skin, so I just don't think it would work. And like I was kind of like raised in a house where like tattoos are bad. That's just how I was raised. Don't come at me in the comments. Yeah.
I wanted a tattoo when I was younger. Decided not to get one because it's kind of dumb. No offense to people who have tattoos.
His dad has one. So.
My dad has a tattoo. That was his midlife crisis.
What are things that you like and dislike about having diabetes? So for me, I like the fact that it's brought me like this community. I feel like for the longest time I felt lost with my diabetes. Like I had no one to talk to, and now I feel like YouTube and Instagram I have like a bunch of people to talk to. And I like that it's made me like a stronger person. But my least favorite thing about it is that it is annoying. Like, you constantly think about it. You never get a break. I haven't slept through the night since I was, like, diagnosed. Like, it's been a long time. So, like, all those things get annoying, and it's, like, the days where you can control it are annoying. You're fine. The days that, like, you can control it are annoying and all that, but you gotta take the good with the bad. And then this one just says, how does your dexcom do on your leg? How often does it hit your pants? So my dexcom on my outer thigh does not work for me at all. I don't know why it doesn't work. The readings are so off. But on my inner thigh it works really well. And I've like forgotten that it's there, and I've like gone to pull my pants down to like change or go to the bathroom, and I've like almost ripped it out, or like I thought that I've almost ripped it out, but it's never come close to falling out, and I typically don't forget it's there. Like I changed it on Wednesday and it was in my leg, and now it's in like my lower back. But it was so funny, for like the next 2 days I was like going to the bathroom or like changing, and when I was pulling my pants down I was like pulling them down like around where the site was, because like I was so used to it being there. I was still being cautious, but I really like it. Try it on your inner thigh though, if you got some fat on your inner thigh. It works really well. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. It really helps me out. If you guys want to see another video with this handsome fella, just give this video a like I mentioned, and if we get 50 likes he will change my dexcom in the near future. And now that he's maybe been in a video, maybe we can vlog. Good idea. I like that idea.
Maybe.
Maybe. He's like, no, please no. But with all that being said, I will see you guys next week for a brand new video. I love y'all so much. Bye.